34 years, those stories have been the lifeblood of the greatest fundraiser in the world. And tonight, the next chapter begins. WBZ presents the 2014 Pan Mass Challenge opening ceremonies. And now your hosts, WBZ anchor Lisa Hughes and PMC founder and executive director Billy Starr.
For the opening ceremonies of the 35th annual Pan Mass Challenge. This room is packed with hundreds of riders who are committed to finding a cure for cancer, and together this weekend, when you add it all up, we are going to log close to 1 million miles. Good evening, everyone. WBZ is proud to be your official station for the Pan Mass Challenge. Tonight, we are celebrating the dedication of the riders, the volunteers, and the organizers of this incredible charity event, which is making a huge difference.
Every rider-raised dollar raised from this event goes directly to research and treatment at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. And I'm pleased to say, for the umpteenth time, this is the most successful fundraising event in the world.
Yes, and you are looking at part of the reason right here in this room. This crowd represents a record number of riders, 5,700 riders this year. The people you see in this room in Sturbridge, they're going to be clipping in very early tomorrow morning, and chances are you'll see some of us biking through your communities. Now, there are 12 different PMC routes. They go through 46 different towns. The shortest ride is just under 27 miles. The longest is just over 190. That's the ride from Sturbridge. It gets underway at 5:30 tomorrow morning. The Wellesley ride gets underway at 7 o'clock. The two groups meet in Bourne, and then we all ride toward that gorgeous finish line in Provincetown. WBZ is going to be on the route live all weekend. We promise incredible coverage, and that starts tonight with our own Steve Burton, who is live in this crowd here in Sturbridge, and our meteorologist and second-year rider, Danielle Niles, who is live at Babson College in Wellesley. And before we go to them, we want to talk to the driving force behind this event, the founder and executive director, Billy Starr. Congratulations on 35 years.
Thank you, Lisa.
I mean, that is amazing. You start in 1980, you have 36 riders, and yet you know this is going to be big.
Well, I didn't know it then, but I knew it by, I think, a few years after. I think I was painting on a large landscape, and thanks to the efforts of people in this room tonight and all over the state, they helped me fill out my vision, and with a team like this, I couldn't miss. So it's been a long, very enjoyable journey, and I'm very grateful.
It was something I just knew I had to do.
Yeah, we knew you'd have to. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I've done the hills, I've put in the miles, and I got to tell you the truth, I look forward to this every year. It is the highlight of my summer, and I love being part of this.
And your first time to be able to do it in the rain.
First time to be able to do it in the rain, that's right. Which actually brings me to my next question, which is, all year when we're training and we're fundraising, we're thinking of that word that you use with the PMC, which is commit. How does that apply to this weekend?
Well, obviously I could make a joke about the weather, but this group has seen a lot worse. I think the PMC sets the bar high, whether it's the fundraising minimums or the training or the goals itself, and it, quite frankly, in my opinion, has attracted the cream of the crop. These people have made a commitment and they get tremendous results. We get results, and that's very motivating to people. So the culture of commit, you'll figure it out. We heard from a young lady today who was nothing but agony when she was 15 years old to step over a bike bar and do this event, and now it's been transformational in her life. There's no real surprise here, but to start that journey is something unusual.
Well, and I mean, that's what brings so many people back year after year. This is like a family reunion in many ways. Thousands of people with one common goal: to cure cancer. And for us at WBZ, it's been really gratifying this year because we've been able to share many of those stories. And to a person, the people who participate tell us this is so much more than just a bike ride. Training through snow, rain, and hot summer sun, Pan Mass riders make up one determined group.
There aren't many things that I can do for cancer patients, to help cancer patients. This is one thing I can do.
I really wanted to give back to all of the organizations that helped me beat cancer.
This is a way to help support the research to get it to a point where it is, cures are possible and better treatments are possible.
He rides and we do this so nobody has to go through it again.
They ride for themselves, for their families, their friends, and for a cure. And they create new bonds with pedal partners whose spirit is with them on the bike every mile and always in their hearts.
We talk about the importance of the money that's raised, but to actually see, the face, the cheeks of a little boy that just wants to be a little boy and grow up, it brings it all home.
J.D. Hale and the Flames ride for 2-year-old Jack Grutchfield.
That's a PMC button right there.
Helen Monty, a young cancer survivor herself, rides for 8-year-old Jack Christensen.
I'm positive he would not be in remission without the money that's raised for the research and the spirit of the riders.
18-year PMCer David Porvu dedicates his ride to the doctors who saved his wife Nancy.
I feel like I'm a part of the Dana-Farber family.
And Nancy Porvu looks forward to volunteering in Provincetown every year.
I'm not someone who goes around all the time saying, I have cancer, but on that weekend, I'm so proud to say to everyone riding, look at me. You're doing this for people like me, and I'm so thankful and grateful and inspired.
Come the first weekend in August, there is no place these riders would rather be.
Any rider who's done the event has an image of that child or children standing there holding a sign, I'm a survivor, thank you. I'm 5 and alive, thanks to you. And that kind of common energy between the riders and the people on the sidelines is palpable.
Neil Goldberg has conquered cancer and the PMC since 1999.
When you finish the ride in P-Town, how do you feel?
Sweaty. Hungry. Where's the beer? Exhilarating.
And this year, we have a PMC beer brought to us from Harpoon. Just one of the many reasons people get hooked on this ride. 75% of the riders are veterans or repeat riders. And all the riders want to know, although we're a little afraid to ask at this point, what is the forecast for the weekend? And for that, we turn it over to PMC rider Danielle Niles, who joins us live at Babson College in Wellesley. Danielle?
Hey there, Lisa. We are ready to rock and roll here in Babson, and I tell you what, you heard Billy say it, we've ridden in worse conditions, so, a little rain is not going to stop us. Tomorrow morning here in Babson, 2,271 riders will take off, another 600 on Sunday, myself included. I got my wristband on, and I am ready to go. Now, I know it's the all-important forecast, so let's get right to it. I'm always looking at the positive, and the good thing is we're not talking about oppressive heat and humidity. In fact, temperatures will be running in the 70s both weekend days. Now, I do think we will be riding into rain tomorrow morning when you're leaving from Sturbridge and Wellesley. Pockets of rain should be light at first, but may pick up in intensity through the afternoon. So towards the Cape Cod Canal, we get into a few more downpours, and then it may lull in the action late in the day. Now, the good news is Sunday looks a little bit better. I do think there will be showers and lots of clouds on the Cape, but I'm not expecting a steady and heavy rain, and the wind will be fairly light as well. Now, this is a well-oiled machine. Okay, we have everything going on here in Babson, and I'm joined by longtime rider and volunteer of 23 years, Jeff Rimpus. Thanks for joining me here. Tell me, how did you first get involved with the PMC?
I first got involved, a friend of mine asked me to ride. That was 23 years ago, and been involved ever since, and it's become something that my whole family's involved in now.
So 23 years, and you're joined by your wife and daughter, so...
This is, Deb, my wife, Madeline, our daughter, and Jackson, our son, who's coming up to volunteer. He's on that screen. He's coming up on the bus from New York right now.
He's FaceTiming live right now on the screen. This truly is a family affair. Tell me a fun fact. I mean, there's so many things that are involved in this, and you've got it down to a science.
Yes, a couple of things. 1.5 tons of ice for the course of the weekend, which is sometimes not enough. We've got probably 2,000 feet of snow fence, which you wouldn't think you'd need in the middle of the summer, but we need to use it to organize the ride.
It's amazing. One word to describe the PMC to you.
Pride.
pride. I love it. That's what it's all about, Lisa. The energy is building here, and we can feel it coming from Sturbridge. Back over to you.
All right, Danielle, thank you. Rain or shine, this is going to be an amazing ride this year. Say hi to Jeff for all of us. I want to send it over to Steve Burton now, who is in this crowd. And Steve, boy, the alarm's going to go off very early for the Sturbridge riders.
Oh, Lisa, you got that right. I'm so glad I don't do the weather. You know, there's an elite PMC group of 4 people that have taken on this challenge every year since it started, but you don't have to be an original member of the club to know this is quite a ride. These are the images of the Pan Mass Challenge we all know well. Thousands of bikers streaming through the state on a summer weekend. But the premier fundraising event has come a long way from its humble beginnings. Let's flash back to 1980. Caddyshack was the box office king. It's in the hole! Olivia Newton-John topped the charts.
Have to believe we are magic.
And Billy Starr and a gang of just 36 riders took off from Springfield for a 220-mile trek to Provincetown. That first year, $10,000 was raised for the Jimmy Fund, and a Massachusetts tradition was born.
We're starting at Sturbridge Village this time?
Yeah. It's only 80 miles the first day.
Piece of cake.
I swear I thought the last 10 miles were all uphill.
It was all uphill. I'm running the event, and I'm sitting there complaining. I'm going, you ever seen a hill like this?
The riders and the route may have changed over 35 years, but the mission has been constant.
I've been personally in touch with the tragedy that's caused by cancer, having lost a mother, uncle, and cousin to it.
Nothing can stop us because our pillars are so strong. The cause is so important, and quite frankly, it will be events such as the Pan Mass Challenge that help fund the cures for cancer.
Thank you. And we'll do it next year, obviously.
Well, Rob DeMartini joins me now. He's an 8-time PMCer. And Rob, what do you look forward to most this weekend?
I mean, as I said earlier, this is just the centerpiece of my summer, and you know, really got involved as a bike ride, but now it's really being a small part of something much bigger.
It has taken off, and Rob is the CEO of New Balance. And how important is it for New Balance to be involved?
You know, as a global company based in Massachusetts, we want to give back to our communities, and there's no better way to do it than through the PMC.
Oh, you got that right. Well said, Rob.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa, let's go back to you. I love the spirit in this room. I'll tell you that right now.
All right, Steve, thank you. I think one thing we learned that when we look at Billy, riding the PMC keeps you young, so we're going to keep doing it. When we come back, what Dana-Farber does with the millions of dollars raised on this weekend. Also, a very personal story surrounding the PMC for Three Sisters. And if you'd like to be a part of this ride, there is still time to donate. Just go to pmc.org.
Be a part of something that's bigger than me.
I promised my father he wouldn't fight cancer alone.
For my brother, an 18-year survivor.
To make a difference.
There are so many reasons to ride the PMC.
No matter what motivates you, we're all riding to cure cancer.
PwC is proud to sponsor the Pan Mass Challenge and support the PMC's largest corporate rider team. We want to acknowledge all of the weekend's dedicated riders, volunteers, and sponsors.
I'm Lisa Hughes. I live in Wellesley, and this is my 4th PMC. Closer to the end of day one, you come up on the pedal partner tent. And as you're coming up on the tent, every few feet there are photos of kids. No matter how tired you are going to push it until you get to that tent. It's one of those life-affirming, I can do this, I should do this, we're all doing this because we want him or her to live and live a great life.
WBZ proudly supports the PMC. The PMC opening ceremonies is proudly supported by PwC.
And welcome back to the opening ceremonies of the 35th Annual Pan Mass Challenge. The crowd in this room and thousands more cyclists will hit the road tomorrow with the goal of reaching Provincetown and raising $40 million for the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund. That is on top of the $414 million that the PMC has raised since its founding in 1980. That's money that makes it possible for Dana-Farber to hire doctors, conduct research, and save lives. And recently, I had the chance to talk to Dr. Ed Benz. He's the president and CEO at Dana-Farber about just how important the PMC is.
Our relationship with the PMC and the PMC's dedication to us is just unique. There's nothing like it. All of that starts with a bike. It starts with pedaling. So what comes from the bike ride is research that generates new treatments and better treatments for our patients. A lot of the funds we use are to bring those people here to support their work. If we are going to get from about 12 million cancer survivors to hundreds of millions of cancer survivors, it's going to take research and innovation. If there were no Pan Mass Challenge, there would be no Dana-Farber research.
Has any single group event done more for Dana-Farber than the PMC?
The PMC has done more for Dana-Farber than any single group, any single fundraiser, and that is saying a lot. You know, the PMC's influence and impact on Dana-Farber goes even beyond the incredible amounts of money that they raise. They're part of what gives meaning to the lives of people who've gone through this experience of cancer and allows people not just to think they're making a difference, but to know that they're making a difference in a very real way.
Will we cure cancer someday?
Yes. I envision the day when people don't die of cancer, when cancer doesn't ruin their lives. You know, I like to say that our job is to deliver on the promise of cancer science, and I think at Dana-Farber, that promise is going to be delivered by a bicycle. The PMC is just inspiration.
You know, unfortunately, everyone has been touched by cancer in some way, which is why this ride is so meaningful. It's even more meaningful for the living proof riders. And this year, there will be 300 riders who are cancer survivors or currently undergoing treatment. And we celebrate their lives. We want to send it back out to Steve Burton. And Steve, I know you have one of those stories.
Well, Lisa, you're absolutely right. As everyone in this room knows, the PMC is all about finding a cure, and that cure can't come fast enough for a team of loyal sisters hopping on their bikes this weekend.
I think that we feel that we will change her life by doing this. Yeah. Don't you?
Two sisters talking about helping a third fighting cancer.
At the end of the day, that's what I'm hoping for.
And they're all training for this year's Pan Mass Challenge.
It's just incredibly powerful, and you can't help but cry. I mean, everybody cries and cries and cries.
Jody Adams is the award-winning chef at Rialto in Cambridge and Trade in Boston. This is her fourth PMC. Her sister Jenny, who also lives in Massachusetts, is riding for the first time, but has volunteered for several years.
When Eliza's cancer came back, this was the year I absolutely had to ride.
Eliza is her youngest sister. Her breast cancer, diagnosed 8 years ago, has returned.
There's some unknowns right now. We know that it has spread.
Despite that, Eliza, who lives in New York, will ride in her second PMC.
She's like boom, 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 doesn't stop.
And it's Eliza they keep in their hearts as they prepare for the nearly 200-mile journey.
The whole 2 days will be full of love and encouragement. It's not just an event. It really is making a difference.
For the past 4 years, Jody has organized a team of riders for her restaurants. There are 15 this year.
We've raised close to $250,000, and we're shooting for over 100 this year.
And when they cross the finish line?
Well, I'll be in tears. No doubt about it. Yeah, it'll be an amazing experience.
For me, it's a game changer. It's the possibility of changing lives. Maybe not right this minute, but in the future. I feel incredibly proud and honored to be a part of this.
I'm here with the Adams sisters now. Boy, what a family. What a family, huh? That's just awesome. You guys are something special. Eliza, I'm going to start with you. First of all, how you feeling?
I feel great.
You feel great?
Yeah, I feel great.
Are you excited for the ride?
Very excited. Very, very excited.
You're shaking. Are you nervous?
Of course. Never been. I just wanted to say also, I feel an incredible amount of gratitude. That's why I'm riding this year. Mm-hmm. Last year I thought I was riding for cancer people. This year I'm really riding for everybody else who has to suffer with cancer as well, like my sisters and my son, who's also riding with us, and my husband. And so.
That's awesome. God bless you. Jenny, you're going from volunteer to rider. Are you ready? Are you ready for the 190 trek?
Yes, I absolutely am ready. I committed last year to riding. I trained with Jody and Eliza last year, and I've been training and doing the hills and fundraising, and I am so excited to be making another level of contribution in conjunction with all the people who have supported me through their generosity, and just to fly like the wind with my sisters on the next 2 days. And I have ridden in the rain before.
Well, you fly, girls, you fly. Jody, the PMC is always an emotional weekend. What do you think the highlight will be?
You know, I was thinking about that. The highlight is connecting with the universal experience that we all feel. I think we all know exactly what that is. And then on the next level, our team who is here, there are 15 of us.
Stand up, team. Stand up right quick if you can. All right. That's just awesome. All right, Lisa, I'm going to throw it back to you because it doesn't get better than that. Good luck to you. God bless you guys. Lisa, it's all yours.
Thank you, Steve. Team Rialto is a force. We'll see you on the road, and we'll be back with a final message from Billy Starr right after this.
Design and Construction, we have over 1,000 people.
And almost all of us have been touched by cancer, some personally, some through a close friend or a relative.
But that's not the only reason why we and others from Shawmut ride the Pan Mass Challenge.
We do it for the thousands of people we don't know.
The patients and their families and their friends.
So whether you ride with us or cheer for us,
all of us at Shawmut, thank you for being part of the team that will end cancer.
I'm Danielle Niles.
And I'm Jackie Niles.
And this is my 5th year riding the PMC, but our first time riding together. I got involved with the PMC 5 years ago because my sister was diagnosed with cancer, and to see what she was going through, that was really my motivation. She was so strong, she's so determined.
As a cancer survivor, I think it's a really good cause to be able to give back and give back to a community that has meant so much to me over these years.
WBZ proudly supports the PMC. The PMC opening ceremonies is proudly supported by Shawmut Design and Construction.
Woo! Welcome back to an electric room, the opening ceremonies of the PMC here in Sturbridge, where riders are going to be attacking the hills early tomorrow morning. We want to go back to 5-year rider Danielle Niles, who joins us from Babson College in Wellesley, the other start line. Danielle?
Hey there, Lisa. The energy is building here, too, and I'm joined by Rosalind McLean, who is a longtime volunteer and rider. She's riding tomorrow. She's volunteering on Sunday. Rosalind, thank you for your commitment. How long have you been involved with the PMC?
So I've been involved with the PMC for 14 years. I've been volunteering here at Babson, and I've been a rider for 9 years as well as volunteering.
Why did you originally get involved with the PMC?
I got involved, like many people do, for family reasons. I lost my mother to breast cancer, lung cancer, 20 years ago this year. And, you know, it's been a great experience from every single moment I've been here, so.
And you have a picture of her. I know you don't want, it's like a high school picture, but hold that up because it's a beautiful photo of you and your mother and really tells a story. You've also done some amazing fundraising. Tell me a little bit about jumping out of a plane to raise money.
So a number of years ago, I thought I'd do something different for raising money, and okay, everybody at PMC knew I'd do it after PMC because we needed me here. So jumped out of a plane in Newport, skydiving, and it was such a great experience.
And how much money did you raise by doing that?
That year, I think I raised over $20,000.
And how much total have you raised?
Currently, I'm 150, but going up maybe over 160 this year.
Truly amazing. Thank you for your commitment. Good luck on the ride. We'll see you on the road. Lisa, sending it back over to you.
All right, Danielle, thank you. She actually checked me in last year, so a big hello to her. You know, this is really a year-long event. We celebrate the weekend, but we train and we fundraise for months, and Billy, that's paying off.
You know, we're in a great spot right now. I'm pleased to share with the audience here in TV land that we just crossed the $26 million mark. We're up 8% year to date. And we certainly intend to hit our $40 million goal before we present that check in November.
Before you give us your final thoughts, very quickly, what's the highlight of this ride for you?
Oh, I like the people. I used to like the ride, but I like the people.
So on that note, what is your message to the people who are heading out on the roads?
Well, first of all, stay dry, treat each other with respect, no hurry. All you people in cars, let us rule the roads for a day. And everybody can go online. Take us to 30 million before tonight's out. And thank you for BZ for doing this show. We appreciate it.
We love it. Thank you, Billy. And for all of you out there, you want to follow riders, it's never been easier. There is a PMC app. It's free. Get it on your iPhone. We want to say thank you for being with us tonight. It's going to be an amazing ride. To the riders, we say, stay safe, have fun. We'll see you on the road. Good night, everybody.
Good luck to all the riders. See you in Provincetown.